Hi, welcome to Bria's World of Beauty, and today we are doing a color retouch, wash, treatment, trim, and suppress. So my client is coming in about 2.5 months after getting her initial color, and we did a 6RR and Matrix ColorSync. So we're just doing a retouch, and I'm starting off with her previous colored hair first. Then we will move to the roots once we're completely saturated with the previous color. When doing a full color or any type of color, you always want to make sure you do the root last, because that's the warmest part of the hair and it does process the quickest, and you do not want really bright roots. So with this service, I do not use any type of bleach. I literally use the color and developer. With the developer, I do use a high volume developer, either 30 or 40, so that the color can lift and it still is safe for the hair. I always use a reconstruction bonding treatment right after, just to put back that protein and making sure that the hair's integrity stays intact. If you notice, my client's previous colored hair has faded off into a reddish brown color, more brown than red, so I wanted to make sure she had deep enough pigment in the color to make sure that this red pops. So that's why I did use Matrix 6RR and ColorSync to make sure that it was heavily pigmented and it wasn't a reddish brown that she didn't want, and a deep red that she really desired. Now we are going back in to the root to apply the hair color and making sure that it is evenly blended from the root to the tip, so there is a seamless color at the end of her hair service. With Matrix Color Line, you normally have to process for 35 minutes. So what I'm going to do is allow her to process with a cap on so that her cuticle can open up and the color can seep in and penetrate deeply within those deep pigments in her hair. So now it's time to blow dry. I'm going to use my 3 go-to products when it's time to put in leave-in conditioner and doing the lock method. I will be putting down a list of products that I used today in the description below. Whenever I do a silk press, I always love using a round brush when I'm blow drying because it definitely gets the hair stretched out to capacity to where it makes it easier for me to use my flat irons without multiple passes. And it makes sure that the root is completely dry so there's no extra frizziness when trying to do a silk press. So now it's time for a trim. I'm doing a little bit of a dusting rather than a trim because she doesn't need a lot off. But I do have to even her out because she does grow faster on her left side than she does her right. And she's been my client for 2 years, so we've been dealing with that for about 2 years. Because she has thick hair, I want to make sure that each layer of hair is cut evenly and properly. So I do take multiple sections from each section to make sure that the hair is cut evenly and perfectly fine and grows out evenly as well. So I didn't notice that with my ring light, I kept hitting the button to stop the videos. So this part of the video will cut off when I started to do her layers. So now we are starting to do her silk press, and she wanted big, bodacious, voluminous curls. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit nervous to give her these curls due to the fact that A, she never wears curls like this. Normally we do feathered looks and bone straight, but she wanted to try something different and I was definitely down for it. And because we were doing a silk press with a silk wrap, I was kind of worried that the curls were going to be super tight. And I did not want to give her curls that would give off Alabama AME Church 1954. So I wanted to make sure that the curls would look bodacious, but not church-like. Y'all understand what I mean? So you will see me basically manipulating the curls, and what I'm doing is basically sculpting the curl while it's hot. It is a old school term, and it's basically manipulating the curl to where I would like it and how I want it styled. And this is an old school type of term that I've heard from many old school hairstylists, my original first hairstylist, and hairstylists that I've known since I started. So I've definitely applied it to my silk press curls because it's a way I want my curls to lay. I want my curls to look like moving art, if you will. And if you watched any of my silk press videos, you know what oil I am using. Design Essentials, Silk Essentials oil. You do not need a lot. And if you can tell from the hair that is not pressed to the hair that is pressed, you can see the difference and see what this oil can do. Like luster silk, that oof. So as I'm looking at this video again, I accidentally pressed the ring light button to stop the video again. I don't know how I keep doing it, but I kept doing it. So what I did after she was curled was I silk wrapped her and put her under the dryer on low for about 10 to 15 minutes. And now I am unwrapping her hair. So as you can see, I'm trying to manipulate her hair to go the way that I want it to go. And I'm not gonna lie, these curls were voluminous. They were big Hollywood curls, and I did love them. I just wanted to make sure I didn't give her the church look, y'all. So I was manipulating it, trying to lay it down a little bit, calm it down because it was a lot. It was curls. I'm talking roller set curls, big roller set curls, the ones your granny had. So basically laying her edges down and getting her silk wrap just right the way she wanted it. And if you know me, you know I try to make the most dramatic bang ever. So watch me try to make this right while incorporating these big curls. So if you work with natural hair like I do, we deal with a lot of flyaways. So to make sure that the hair is smooth where the flyaways are, I just rub some holding spray in my hands and rub it through the hair just to give it a seamless look. And again, for the 18th time, I am going to manipulate these curls. So here is the finished look with the beautiful curls, the lovely silk wrap, the wash, the treatment, the trim, everything, the whole shaboodle. Like, comment, and subscribe and tell